How's it going, guys? Welcome to VFG Movie Reviews, and this is my review for Stephen King's The Stand. This is a part of the VFG Halloween Spectacular 3, The Return. If you guys could, give us a like, give us a subscribe, help us grow in 2024. I'd sure appreciate that. Thank you. Now let's get right into this review. Originally, this was a made-for-TV movie, which, again, I will judge based on that basis. This was also redone by Paramount, very poorly, may I add, in an 8-episode epic tailing. If you guys would like my thoughts on that one, I will give you my thoughts on it in a later video. Just let me know down below in the comments. I'd sure love to review it. I was meaning to review it when it released, but I ended up not doing it because I felt like I was going to shit on it too much, to be quite honest. So maybe going back and watching it, I could possibly change my mind. So The Stand. Brief summary on the story. There is a outbreak, a pandemic, a manufactured disease that some people are immune to, some are not. It is 99.9% you're going to die if you catch it. There's no getting over it. This is also a biblical storytelling. This is basically good versus evil, God versus Satan, and we have our main characters who are bringing their sides to one another. Is Ruby Dee as Mother Abigail Fremantle. She is a very old woman who has devoted her whole life to God and everything else, and God was telling her that she needs to bring these people to Colorado, away from the Man in Black, the infamous Man in Black, Randall Flagg, played by Jamie Sheridan, who for his time was a well-known actor, who plays Randall Flagg, the walking dude, the Man in Black, who has also been played by Matthew McConaughey. He's basically Satan. Basically Satan. And now all these people that lived through the pandemic, Gary Sinise's character, Stu Redman, Molly Ringwald's character, Franny Goldsmith, Lorraine San Giacomo's Nadine Cross, Ozzie Davis, Judge Ferris, Corin Nemec, Harold Latimer, Adam Stokes playing Larry Underwood, Miguel Farrer playing Lloyd, Matt Fowler playing the Trash Can Man, Bumpity. I love the Trash Can Man. Ray Winston playing Glenn Bateman, Bill Fingerbrook playing Tom Collins. He is the voice of Patrick Star on SpongeBob SquarePants. And Rob Lowe playing Nick Andros. And everybody is... There's these sides. And then Abigail's side has to go to fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, which eventually I will do a video on shooting locations for this movie. A lot of it took place downtown, which a lot of that stuff is gone now. Eventually I will do a shooting location for that. I know this movie quite well. They go to basically spy on what's going on. And the Randall Flagg, the walking dude, the Man in Black, basically wants the Trash Can Man to salvage a nuclear bomb from the deserts, for they can send it over to Colorado and blow up the good guys. That's all I'm going to say for story-wise. This is an interesting flick, especially for this being in 1994. What very little they could do. Stephen King's story with The Stand is absolutely amazing. It is one of my favorite books. I read it at least 2 times a year. And there's so much that this movie left out that the other series left out. There's literally another character that pretty much essays the Trash Can Man, and he gets eaten by wolves. and that character is actually very interesting. Happy Crappy. He's an interesting character. He's a very bad character, and he does very bad things to Trash Can Man. But he thinks he's better than Randall Flagg, and that's why he gets taken out. There are some other side stories and characters that, like I said, were left out in this, used in the other one, but other things were left out. They swapped races of a couple of characters, genders of a couple of characters, which I'm fine with it if it made sense. Like, there's a character called the Rat Man in this, and he's not a big character, but in the remake, the Paramount one that I talked about, they switched him to a female, and it was the voice of Chucky's daughter, and she had no real part in the movie. But the Rat Man has a pretty good part in the book. Overall, this movie is good for what it is. You're going to watch this and be like, oh man, this is really bad. But you have to understand, this was 1994, and it was a TV budget. Like, I think it looked better than this movie, especially at the end when you get into the whole Hand of God thing. But everybody was so good in their roles in this. I think everybody who played in this role compared to the remake, this one's hands down way better acted. Lorraine Sangiacomo, who I absolutely adore and absolutely have the biggest crush on ever since Just Shoot Me. She plays basically the bride of Satan, and she goes through a whole bunch of shit in this movie. And Stu Redman is kind of like the leader, who's played by Gary Sinise. He's like the leader of the good side, basically. But there are no leaders, but everybody looks up to him. This movie is so damn good. So damn good. If you guys haven't watched this movie, you should really pick it up, watch it. I believe it's on HBO Max. But Rob Lowe's great at it. He plays a deaf mute, so he can't hear, he can't speak, but he can read lips and everything. And what he brings to this character is really, really awesome. I think everybody's great, and I don't want to like nitpick too much, because there's no reason to nitpick. There's really not. For 1994, this was a great storytelling of this. I would love to see a 3-hour biblical, just epic movie with a huge budget and everything else, and see what they could do. That's kind of what I was hoping when they were going to reboot it, but they ended up not going that direction, which is kind of lame, you know. But I've drawn on very long enough. So where does this lie on my 5-star review scale? The story is a 5. The cinematography is a 2.5. The characters are a 4. The design is a 3.5. Which brings our total to 3.75. Guys, let me know down below, have you seen The Stand? Have you seen The Stand remake? I'd sure love to hear if you guys watched that one. Are you a fan of Stephen King? Let me know. I'd love to hear it. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, help us grow in 2024. Thank you guys, and I will see you in my next review. Bye.